That's Bill.
And that's Will.
Today on the Bill and Will Show, man, we gonna talk. What we talking, Gibson?
UFC drama.
UFC
I
drama.
see it coming, man. I see it coming.
We got a couple of things today with the UFC. First, we gotta talk Masvidal. You know, he can't fight. He can't get a fight. He said he ain't gonna fight till he get what he's worth. But he's saying, hey, I'm the best dude here. I'm the most popular dude here other than Conor. Match me up with that man. Not the man, the heavyweight, but the other one.
Oh, I was gonna say he gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Khabib. He said he'll drop down to 155 to fight Khabib. How you like that super fight? You think that's a super fight for sure? Do you like that fight though? Because to me, I don't like it, Gibson. I don't think you drop down and go into another man's environment.
For the fans, you're gonna get paid
for sure,
and the fans gonna get a good show. But for Masvidal, I would not do that.
I wouldn't do it either.
I wouldn't do that.
You don't you don't enter a man's home.
Mm-mm.
Let him come up to 170 and come to your home.
Yeah, or y'all meet at the catchweight. Going down and get in his den. You in his home.
Yeah, because he gonna grab onto you like a
anaconda,
and he ain't gonna let go. And you seen the movie Anaconda, who was standing at the end of that.
So he need to get his cardio up.
Hey,
I wouldn't do that.
You lose strength, you lose power when you drop weight, and that's your skill level. That's your top skill level is boxing, and you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose power. Come on, man. You don't want to.
You're gonna lose strength, and this dude Khabib is like anaconda snake when he get on you on the ground, man.
Hey,
so
I'm gonna let y'all know something right now.
Don't do that.
The next person that fight Khabib is gonna lose, and it's gonna lose bad. Man, this man has been going through some stuff with his father. He got some built up emotions. He got some pent up emotions. He got some extra to him.
And if there's one thing we learned about Khabib, when you saw him fight Conor McGregor, he was smoking hot. He was smoking hot. But here's the thing that you need to understand about Khabib. All those pre-fight interviews, all those touring things that they did, Khabib was just sitting here like this. In the ring, when he got a hold to Conor, man, and at the end of the fight, boom! He exploded, man.
He got a hold.
So he can hold his temper, man, and he gonna let it out on you. He's not gonna get out of his element.
He got a whole bunch of ro built up in him.
Ro.
He got a whole bunch of that ro. He been dealing with his father. He been dealing with all kind of stuff. He can't fight with everything. When you see him again, that man is from Kazakhstan, Russia. I know where that is. I've never been, though. We don't need to go there, all right?
It's cold, I know that.
But listen, he's not going to play with you. He's a street fighter. He done told y'all that. He ain't playing no games, man.
I wouldn't do that if I was
Masvidal.
I wouldn't go down. I go down a little bit, let him come up a little bit, but going all the way down to 155, I wouldn't do that.
Man, don't do that, man.
I wouldn't do that.
You ever saw what is that movie with Van Damme? And he was a street fighter.
Oh yeah.
And he had to fight that man that had the cat, and he was rubbing on the cat. As a bad man.
Why Masvidal fight Usman?
Because they're not paying him. They're not paying him at all. He said he's not gonna fight no matter what. He's not gonna get into the ring if he doesn't get paid. And I understand that because
that's gonna be a ripple effect, domino effect.
Well, let's talk about somebody else that's trying to get paid, which is Jone Jones right now, man.
Lord have mercy.
He was on the Steve-O podcast. Shout out Steve-O podcast on YouTube, man. We ain't seen you before, but we know you got a nice podcast out there, Steve-O, real popular. But he had some words. I'm gonna throw it up back there. He had a whole bunch of words for Dana White, but basically he's saying, hey, he doesn't see himself fighting in 2 or 3 years, Gibson, because of the holdout. He wants to get paid what he's getting paid. Now I understand you only getting $500,000 a show. That's not no money. Not no money, Gibson.
Here's Jone Jones' problem. He got 2 problems. His first problem is mentally, he's not there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cocaine.
That's a part of that problem why he's not there.
Okay.
Because that cocaine, that powder, that whatever they call that thing, he's not there. And then you want to take off 2 or 3 years.
Man, cocaine is a hell of a drug. It costs money too, buddy. You're gonna need.
You want to hold out for 2? What you gonna do in 2 or 3 years? What you gonna be doing? Teaching, training, coaching.
calling me. Keep calling me. Keep calling me.
New Jack City. Hey man, no, you can't sit out of the UFC for 2 or 3 years. You talking crazy.
Man.
I don't even. You think you punishing the UFC? No, you're not punishing the UFC. The UFC was here before you got here, and the UFC gonna be here after you leave, brother. Believe that. So you can forget about that.
Yeah, that's talk.
You just talking. You too old for that, man. If you was 22, 23, oh yeah, you can wait till you're 25, 26, come back. But you already 30, 31. No.
You got
No.
You got lawsuits. You got various vices that's gonna keep you from
Drugs.
You got various vices that's gonna keep you
Racing.
in the ring, buddy. Alcohol. I see you around your community now. I don't know if that's a coming to God moment, coming to Jesus, but you gonna have a coming to Dana White moment.
It ain't gonna work out.
It ain't gonna work
You're
out.
too
for
much
you.
trouble, man.
It's the thing is about it, Jone Jones. You have a problem because you don't have a fight. You don't have no build up. You don't have nobody out there to fight. First of all, so nobody was like, who's Jone Jones gonna fight? Nobody. You don't have a rival right now, so it doesn't like 2 or 3 years. In 2 or 3 years, we seen your last fight against Reyes. You almost lost. A lot of people say you lost. So in 3 years, we know that you ain't gonna be nothing like that. Okay, you come back for one fight, get beat up, and that's it. I guess that's why you want your last and final fight to make some millions.
And then check this out. So let's say you get a fight and you get the money you want. You're not going to be able to defend the belt if you get a belt because guess what? You're going to be high as a kite. And then you're going to get stripped and you're going to start all over again. You're not worth the money that the UFC going to pay you. Are you a great fighter when you fight? Yes.
The best ever. Best ever.
You got the potential that's out of this world. But the problem is I'm not going to invest in you. And that's what you're asking the UFC to do. Because when you fight and you win a belt, you need to defend that belt. And they can't depend on you to do that. Because you're going to be racing and go to jail. You're going to be smoking and go to jail. You're going to be out in the streets fighting and go to jail. Anything going to happen to you, and you're not going to be able to defend the belt. Now they lost that money. Now they got to have a round robin to fill the vacated belt. And that don't draw no money. No, it ain't going to happen.
You got to understand this right here, Jone Jones. The best leverage you have, the best leverage of anybody in the UFC is have a belt. So if you got to defend that belt once every year, you got to go defend that belt to make sure you keep that belt. You saw you gave the belt up. Now if they give your belt to somebody else, now you just anybody. You're not a champion anymore. You have no leverage. They're not gonna care about you because, like Gibson said, it's gonna live way. It was a UFC 1 before you, and they're gonna be a UFC 300 after you. They're not gonna. It doesn't matter. You're one person. We thought the same thing about Anderson Silva. There's gonna be somebody up on deck right now, right after you, Jone Jones. So you think you're hurting the UFC? You just hurting your pockets, buddy.
That's all you doing.
But like I said, hey, continue to do what you're doing out there in Albuquerque, building fences.
Building fences.
Yeah, painting houses for the community. You know, stopping looters or vandalism out there. You can be the Albuquerque superhero.
There you go.
John Bones Jones. That's Bill.
That's Will.
Hey, that's the UFC Drama, man. Bill and Will show. Holla at y'all. Got a shiny head though.